Alright, so this is the first stage of the boss fight, of the final boss of the game. What we want to do is, there's 3 different light switches. You're going to run around and turn them all off. Because Wesker wears his sunglasses at night. And when you turn the lights off, he can't see. So, I don't know. I don't understand the story at all, but apparently he's like Cyclops from X-Men. He can't take his glasses off, or else he just like kills everything he looks at. Which doesn't make sense because he's trying to kill you now. So he should just take his glasses off. But anyway, there's a rocket launcher in one of the corners, so if you don't have the infinite rocket launcher, just pick that up, and then when he's like slowly walking around, you shoot it at him, and then he grabs it like that, and then the other partner shoots it out of his hands, and then that damages him. So he can't see where you are, but he can catch a rocket mid-air. And then you have to do that twice. And after the second time you do it, one person runs behind him and restrains him, and then the other person jabs him in the neck with, I don't know, a tranquilizer dart or whatever medication it is that they use in this game. Very similar to Vamp in MGS4. I don't think you were there for that part of the voiceover. I think you only did like part of Act 3.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a very similar boss battle. You have to restrain him and then stab him with a syringe of some shit, and then he loses his powers. But in this one, you stab him with a syringe of some shit, and it gives him super mega ultra powers. And he kind of like gets overloaded with, you know, energy. And when you're playing co-op on this, you take turns doing the quick time events. And like I've mentioned before, you can press select to skip the cutscenes in between each stage of the quick time event. So that can make it go a little bit faster.
Shiva!
Yeah, she's falling out of the airplane. Yeah, so just keep skipping the cutscenes, and, you know, I talked about this before during the Savannah level, where when you skip all the cutscenes, you just magically appear in a town with the car busted down and like a huge boss is in your face. In this level, when you skip the cutscenes, you're on a ship, and then you're on a plane, and then you're in a volcano. So, yeah, if you're Chris, what's going to happen is you're going to have to fight off Wesker at the beginning here for a little bit, and then instead of Shiva like sitting up top to wait to shoot him in the back, just have her run to the very end, and there's like a little platform that you try to jump over, and then she has to like keep tapping A because she didn't make it to hold herself up. And then it's easier just to have her run for that at the very beginning instead of playing it slow. Wait for Wesker to kind of walk up a little bit, and then his weak spot will get exposed, and you can shoot him a couple times. Yeah, you shoot him enough, he grows a second arm to rape you with. And then he jumps over. And now you have to beat up that rock.
The boulder.
The boulder. Yes.
You need to add the sound effect.
Nah, I don't want to do that. I'll just... There's a great kind of remix version of this part where... We talked about this before, where it's like, I think Resident Evil 4
flashback,
where it's a flashback of him getting run down by a boulder, and then it plays the Kill Bill music, and then it cuts to him like beating the piss out of this rock, and yeah. Yeah, so
yeah, I'm sure like a rock could just be sitting in a river of lava.
You're going to judge us?
Yeah, I love this part. Do you get all your ideas from comic book villains? Because he's talking about how like the world needs to be cleansed and the final judgment and all that shit. And it's like you're making fun of how bad your script really is. Is that smart? Like, don't you think you should just do a better job of writing the script in the first place instead of pointing out how dumb it is? Oh, I hope this isn't gonna fuck with my recording, but apparently I'm a victim of software counterfeiting.
Oh my god.
And I'm using a counterfeit version of Windows that it's very nice of them, of Microsoft, to assume that I'm the victim here and not them.
Yeah.
Because I've been running the same version of XP for at least 3 years now. And they're just catching on.
Yeah.
So,
Time to buy an OS.
Time to upgrade my software counterfeiting technologies. So, that's the end of the game.